Thank you, Lisa. Dae Miles joins us now as we continue our live series of interviews with mayoral candidates. Thank you so much for being with us today. We asked all the candidates first question, why do you want to be mayor of La Crosse?
We can create jobs, reduce taxes by investing in solar, insulation, public transit, railroads, get ahead of the game, invest in crime prevention instead of waiting until after it happens.
Yeah, one of the keys in the questionnaire on news8000.com was transportation. How would you change the transportation in La Crosse?
Right now, public transportation in La Crosse is very slow and zigzag. If we change it to direct express on the three main north-south roads and then neighborhood vans and bikes that you can rent at the bus stops, so you can get most of the way across town anytime you want and then figure out the rest, then we'd have a real good system. It's a university town. Every year, thousands of students come. They decide, do I have to buy a car or do we have a good bus system? So public transportation saves $4 for every dollar you invest in it. That's how we get ahead. It's by investing upfront.
Do you imagine if we did change some of those routes and kind of make them more efficient, as you say, that more people would ride the buses?
Well, of course, especially commuter times. And we can also address the traffic lights on George Street that don't quite go with traffic during rush hour. We can fix potholes properly the first time instead of doing it over and over again by not packing down. And so many issues. Crime prevention, block parties, have the neighbors getting to know each other, senior mentoring, have students work with seniors with video conference or recording them, and have this available to teachers. So teachers have lots of resources. And kids being involved in intergenerational stuff like this keeps them busy, keeps them out of trouble.
And when people are picking a leader for a city, they want to know about experience. What experience do you have that would make you a good fit for mayor?
Oh, about 35 years of working on all kinds of issues here in La Crosse and where I used to live in Fairbanks, Alaska. The only one speaking on public transportation. As of the candidates, the only one talking against the special TIF districts. We need parks and good facilities for everybody, not special TIF districts. Like we're tearing down homes now to make empty parking lots, tax-free parking lots.
Would you get rid of TIFs altogether if you were mayor?
Well, we have the existing TIFs that we phase out, when their time comes due, but we don't need more TIFs, especially on the 65-acre property that the city now has on Copeland by Riverside Park. That's on the floodplain. It should not be built on except basic park facilities. But we don't need a 27-year encouragement tax deferral type thing on one big project when there's empty storefronts already. The Grand River Station storefronts sit empty for the last year and a half. That shows the misallocation of resources with TIFs. We don't need any more TIFs. We need general, good services for all the people. That's how you prosper as a community.
Do you think you'd be able to work well with the council if you were elected mayor?
Absolutely. And I would be very much against vetoes. You want to inform, you want to show both sides of the issue, like public transit, saves on traffic. Insulate your home, save on fuel. Put in solar, earn electricity off your roof. To show both sides of all the issues. And work with them as much as you can, and only use a veto if it's really harmful to the community and it's something that's irreversible. And have regular town meetings to get out to the public, to have a lot more input by people on public issues. And at city council meetings, I would say we should have a half-hour time right at the beginning where anybody can speak about any issue just for like 30 seconds each as a little introduction. Because people don't understand all the different hearing times and when you sign up for this and that. We need a open time at the beginning of public meetings so people can really input.
All right, we're out of time. I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're out
Work
of time.
with department heads and let's have a good community.
All right, I appreciate you coming in and sharing this with us. Dae is the third of 10 candidates joining us live on News 8 at 5 in the coming weeks. For a schedule of the candidate interviews, you can visit our spring election page at news8000.com. There you will also find a bio for each candidate with some of the questions I asked today and their views on some of the more important issues. Coming up on Monday, Rich Smith will join us live at 5.